Now on CoastTV News.
It's a calm, clear, cool start to our Friday. Plenty of sunshine in store. I'll have details on a fantastic Friday, plus the latest on your weekend, which features a high risk of rip currents and some storms. We'll have the latest hour-by-hour forecast in just a few minutes.
And remembering a hero, details about the fallen first responder, Thomas Berry III, who will be laid to rest.
Continue talks about offshore wind, why the clean energy projects could become a reality off the coast of Delaware.
And the great basement debate, the ongoing question in Rehoboth Beach about what you can and can't do with your basement.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. Matt Pensick has the day off.
Good morning, I'm Paige Marley. It's Friday, August 16th, 2024.
And thank you all for joining us with our 6 o'clock hour.
Yes.
And Paige, we were saying we're excited it's Friday. We're talking to Chris about the beach, and he said we need to wear our sunscreen, which you and I,
We're good.
we religiously put on sunscreen.
We could go to the beach right
Yes.
now and be fine.
Now, like our friend Matt Pensick and Bob Trihey, they don't really believe in sunscreen.
No. Well, Bob does, but not the highest.
But not the
yet.
highest. Yeah, I was putting on 70 one day before I went out and reported, and like he was like, "That exists." I'm like, "Yes." But
Yes.
we're going to bring in Chris now to tell you a little bit more about the weekend forecast. So good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Elise and Paige. Yeah, I'm an SPF 30, SPF 50 kind of guy, and you're going to need it today. Boardwalk Plaza cam shows a little bit of fog, some haze there. Folks getting out on the beach already, getting their spot ready, and it's going to be a nice day to hit the beach, but with the risk of rip currents. We'll have more on that in a little bit. 70 degrees right now in Rehoboth, dew point 65, so humidity level's still not too bad. 63 in Seaford, we're at 61 in Salisbury, 70 in Ocean City, and 64 in Milton. As I mentioned, dew points, though, are going to be getting back into that 70 range, unfortunately, by the weekend. As I mentioned, there's that rip current statement. Expecting dangerous rip currents to develop tonight throughout the weekend. Could have waves as high as 5 to 8 feet, so we could have some beach erosion to talk about as well. We have that small craft advisory. No rain to worry about today. We're clear, all thanks to high pressure, but here's our next system that's going to be rolling in for the weekend. Not going to be raining the whole time, but we will keep that shower and storm threat in place. This afternoon, though, mostly sunny skies. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a few areas touch 90 inland. At the coast, we're in the 70s, and with a nice clear night as well. As for your day part, you see the sunshine through the morning. We're at 80 by around 10, topping out in the upper 80s. We'll talk more about the rip current threat, see the latest on that weekend storm threat, plus some drier, cooler weather in that 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Chris. And arrangements to honor the life of Thomas Berry III will be held on Thursday, August 22nd. This is the first responder who lost his life while helping a driver in a Route 9 crash this week. From our Coast Copter, you can see the utility pole that police say snapped while Berry was helping a driver who had crashed and bringing down those electrical wires, resulting in his death. Police say the car tried to pass another car and ran off the road and hit the pole. And the agencies Berry worked for are devastated by the tragedy. They say Berry was a 4th-generation firefighter with family on both sides in the Ellendale Volunteer Fire Department. Berry's colleagues recalled his selflessness and his infectious smile.
Thomas died doing what he loved to do.
And how will he be remembered? Do you guys already have a plan for that?
We're working on that, but I can tell you on behalf of the Allendale Fire Company, we're super proud of him, and he's definitely our hero.
Perry says one of the words to best describe Thomas Berry was altruistic, and there will be a scheduled visitation on August 22nd from 10 to 1 p.m. next Thursday with services to follow.
As we know, Berry lost his life while helping others. Governor Carney's ordered Delaware flags to be lowered to half-staff at all state facilities to honor the Sussex County EMS employee and volunteer firefighter. Those flags should be lowered until sunset on Thursday, August 22nd. That's the day of his funeral service.
And the debate over offshore wind development is stirring up mixed opinions once again. International energy company Equinor has secured a lease for more than 100,000 acres, about 26 miles off the Delaware Bay. And the company bid more than $75 million for that lease. A company spokesperson tells us U.S. wind turbines in the Delaware Bay could power up to 900,000 homes. But locals and elected officials are still strongly opposed to offshore wind projects, citing concerns about appearance and wildlife.
This is, to me, in my opinion, is a resort beach, and I wouldn't like going to the beach, seeing things out there like that. That's like natural.
I think we should look at all different sources and continue to work them all, implement as much of them as we can, clean up some of the fossil fuels so that they're not nearly as dangerous to the environment.
Another energy company, Virginia Electric Power Co., also won a lease this week. It bid about $17.5 million to secure an area about 35 miles from the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay.
Happening today, Rehoboth Beach hosting a public hearing that'll focus on changes to basement regulations in the coastal community. The Board of Commissioners will be looking at amendments that would govern habitable and non-habitable space. Some of the regulations include ceiling height minimums of 7 feet or more for what are considered habitable spaces. That meeting is set for 2 o'clock at City Hall.
And also happening today, the Bethany Beach Town Council is holding a public meeting at 2 p.m. with some proposed improvements on the agenda. One of those improvements include the purchase of a new trolley, a contract for pedestrian safety upgrades at Coastal Highway and Garfield Parkway, and they're also considering canceling next month's meeting. You could attend in person or watch live on the town's website or on YouTube.
This morning, a Millsboro teenager is facing charges after police say they were arrested after a shooting. A 15-year-old's been arrested on felony gun charges after shooting on Blue Dolphin Lane. According to Delaware State Police, this all began on August 13th. Police got to the scene. They determined that teen fired a gun during an argument with another kid. No one was injured, but the suspect now faces multiple felony charges, including reckless endangering and aggravated menacing.
And President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris expressed success on lowering prescription drug prices in their joint appearance billed as an official White House event, sounding more like a campaign rally.
This as former President Trump painted a dark picture of the future if he's not elected in November during a press conference. Alice Barr shows us his political rival, Kamala Harris. She's set to roll out her economic plan in North Carolina.
Vice President Kamala Harris traveling to North Carolina today, a state she's hoping to put in play this November, for a speech focused on her economic agenda, one day after holding her first joint event with President Biden since she moved to the top of the ticket.
She's going to make one hell of a president.
The president and vice president announcing a major agreement with drug makers to lower prices on 10 popular prescriptions under Medicare.
Now, Medicare can use that power to go toe-to-toe with Big Pharma and negotiate lower drug prices.
The administration also celebrating inflation dropping to its lowest level since the pandemic, but with high prices still frustrating Americans. The vice president faces questions over how closely she'll align herself with President Biden's economic vision or chart her own path. Former President Trump tying the two together in a joint attack.
You don't have to imagine what a Kamala Harris presidency would be, because you're living through that nightmare right now, and it is a nightmare.
The former president also insisting he's entitled to personal attacks against Vice President Harris.
I don't have a lot of respect for her. I don't have a lot of respect for her intelligence, and I think she'll be a terrible president. I mean, she certainly attacks me personally. She actually called me weird.
Mr. Trump's running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, now set to square off against Minnesota Governor Tim Walz in the first vice presidential debate on October 1st, a little more than a month before the election. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Well, we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
And coming up, the First Lady of Delaware encouraging children to get ready to read. We'll tell you about her new book, helping kids do that, and funding to improve the Selbyville Library.
And gearing up for a giveaway, we're showing you the impact of a school supply giveaway in Georgetown.
And lots of traffic updates, including road closures and other projects happening very soon. We'll tell you what areas to avoid and when some big improvements could be coming to Sussex County. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Hot tubs. Hot tubs. Hot tubs. Millions of dollars of factory direct 2024 inventory. Today through Sunday. Wicomico Civic Center. Hundreds of hot tubs and swim spas ready for immediate delivery. Factory direct prices. Many models to choose from. Come see the revolutionary swim spa and save thousands. Trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. 18-month interest-free financing. New 2024 inventory. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Wicomico Civic Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 855-SPA-SALE.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? Then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it, the expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water. Or maybe into some hot water, if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com. CoastTV.com.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Well, pleasant good Friday morning. Delmarva sunrise coming up here in about 6 minutes. Live look from our Tyndall's Casual Furniture cam there in Laurels, and that morning dew there on the horizon. 62 degrees currently, and we're seeing dew point about 60, so pretty comfortable still as we wake up here on this Friday. 68 in Bethany Beach. We're at 67 in Lewis, 63 in Seaford. So if you're hitting the courses this afternoon, we're looking pretty good. Temperatures getting up to about 88 degrees. We will be mostly sunny, warm, not as humid, but the humidity levels are going to be on the rise as we push through the weekend. Also, we see that 5-day UV index. We're generally at a very high level, so make sure you pack on the sunscreen and glasses. We will see a bit more cloud cover. And remember, get your forecast at any time by calling 443-880-9100. We'll have your latest 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. We have another traffic alert in Sussex County. It's related to the Millsboro Bypass project. DelDOT says Hollyville Road will be closed between Washington Street Extension and South Route 24. That closure begins Monday, and it'll continue through the end of November. DelDOT says the existing Hollyville Road will reopen on the current alignment and cross over the new bypass. Now from the bypass to the overpass, we move to Milton, where we've been getting some viewer questions asking if that project's been delayed at all. According to DelDOT, the project has not been delayed. Bridge girders for the new southbound Route 1 bridge were installed in mid-July. The entire project is expected to be finished by the end of 2025. And also a heads up if you live in or drive through the Angola Road area between Route 24 and Cottage Court. Some road work that you'll need to be made aware of. DelDOT says the Robinsonville and Angola Road intersection improvement project should be finished by August 26th. It's that area you see right there. But then, beginning September 3rd, it will be closing Angola Road in that area between Route 24 and Cottage Court, and that's going to last all the way through the end of the year.
And Americans may be cutting back on spending, and they're still shopping at Walmart. Walmart store sales were up 4.2% last quarter. The company also raised its sales and profit guidance for the year, signaling plans for continued growth. More than half of Walmart's sales come from groceries, and analysts say its prices are about 25% lower than traditional supermarkets. And some homeowners are rushing to refinance their mortgages now that rates have dropped. This week, the standard 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 6.49%, and that was up slightly from the prior week, according to a report released by the finance company Freddie Mac. Last week, mortgage applications surged 17%, and the surge was driven by homeowners seeking to refinance. And still ahead, gearing up for a giveaway. We'll tell you how a back-to-school giveaway in Georgetown allowed parents to prepare for the school year.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm going to need copious amounts of coffee today. We're going with a large iced coffee, 88 degrees, fantastic Friday, mostly sunny skies. We do talk tropical-like conditions over the weekend and a dangerous risk of rip currents. We'll break it all down when CoastTV News Today continues.
Dateline tonight. A plastic surgeon murdered in his own home.
Brutal.
Cold-blooded. The motive behind the mystery.
I found myself having nightmares about it. You have to make sure that justice is served.
Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central.
I like to know what my patients are experiencing, to feel how they're feeling. I choose to walk with them, find a path forward when nobody else will.
Brilliant Minds, September 23rd on NBC and Peacock.
Wow, it's so much bigger than you realize.
East Coast Tile and Flooring has the largest selection of tile from around the world. And they are the only Dow Tile Premier showroom on the shore. They have the knowledge and expertise to assist architects, designers, and homeowners, and are fully licensed to take on any job from start to finish. Family owned and operated since 1947. Call East Coast Tile and Flooring today for a design consultation.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Middays with April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through my workday.
She plays my favorite songs.
She helped me find my furry friend.
She's always making me smile.
Listening to April is the best way to get through my workday.
She makes me feel special.
Middays with April, weekdays from 10 to 3 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Critter Getters.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
It is now 6:16 on this Friday morning, and we're taking a look outside to Laurel. Look at that sunrise. That's beautiful. Before I got just a dark sky. Got some cotton candy skies there, Chris. And Chris, you and I were talking before. It's going to be nice out Saturday, but you need to be careful if you go into the ocean.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to see those rip currents begin picking up, all thanks to Hurricane Ernesto, which is some 500-600 miles off the coast. But you can see how powerful that storm is, producing dangerous rip currents. Here's a live look into Lewis. Pretty nice right now. Calm waters there. We do have a small craft advisory in effect. Temperature right now 67 degrees, dew point 65. See a little bit of a haze fog at the coast, but that won't be an issue this morning. The cool spot there 62, Ocean Pines 59 there in Delmar, 63 in Seaford. Humidity still is going to be pretty comfortable today. It's over the weekend where we begin to see those humidity levels rise. There's that rip current statement. Dangerous rip currents. Pay close attention to the lifeguards if you're heading to the beach tomorrow and throughout the weekend. And there's that small craft advisory that's in effect. We are clear, and we have been clear all thanks to high pressure. This high pressure is actually going to slide off to our southeast, and that's going to allow for this area of moisture and this area of low pressure to move through over the weekend. There's Ernesto getting that classic look now, a Category 2 hurricane. So we are going to have a gorgeous Friday, tolerable humidity. There's that risk. Dangerous rip currents could have 5 to 8 foot waves over the weekend, and the weekend itself will not be a complete washout. So we're going to be a bit warmer today. Upper 80s. We'll see 88 in Georgetown, 88 in Seaford. Wouldn't surprise me to see a few 90-degree temperatures on the board this afternoon. 88 in Salisbury, and we'll see 82 in Ocean City. So there's the sunny skies through the afternoon, and it's going to be a pretty nice evening as well if you have any plans. As we begin the weekend itself, not looking too bad. Could see an isolated shower in the afternoon. And then by Saturday night and the Sunday, I think we'll begin to see some waves of moisture roll through. Could see some downpours as well as we head into Sunday, and then Sunday night into Monday as well. All thanks to a cold front. It's going to take a while to kind of push the humidity out of here, but then behind that front come Tuesday, it's going to feel very nice. Your beach forecast over the next 3 days, unsettled tail end of the weekend into the first part of the week. We see 88 in Fenwick Island, 77 both Saturday and Sunday in Ocean City. Remember that current risk. Lewis, we're at 84 tomorrow, 80 in Rehoboth with the chance of storms over the weekend. There's Ernesto, as I mentioned. There's Bermuda making a beeline there. This is a Category 2 storm. You see how far we are from the storm, still pushing wave action up on the eastern seaboard, and then this will go into the Canadian Maritimes over the course of the beginning of the next week. 88 this afternoon, a warm afternoon, and then we kick up the humidity over the weekend. 68 overnight, 85 though, but feeling a lot warmer due to the higher humidity levels. Paul Davis 7-day, better chance of showers and storms rolls in on Sunday. Monday, we have that front move through. Behind the front, a taste of fall, to say the least. Mostly sunny skies, and the middle part of next week shaping up to be very nice, certainly for the middle of August. Elise?
Thank you, Chris. And crowds gathered in Georgetown on Thursday for a back-to-school giveaway. It was hosted by the First State Community Action Agency, And students were given backpacks and school supplies, and they were also able to have some fun on some bounce houses, as well as have some water ice, and they also learned some health tips from BB Healthcare. And for Georgetown Mayor Bill West, it's the smiling faces that gives him hope for the future.
It's an honor to see smiling kids because they're our future, and we need to help them get through the trying times and get through school. So it's an honor and a privilege to be asked to be here.
Mayor West added that it's important to have caring agencies that will give back to the community. And this is now going to bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know what's everyone's top priority when preparing for the school year that's quickly approaching, Paige.
It is. It'll be here before we know it. So we give you a couple of options here. 46% of you say top priority is setting new routines. It can be hard if you have young ones.
Yeah, or like waking up early if you're staying up late.
Exactly. Time to start setting the alarm. I know. 14% of you say organizing schedules, 8% school expenses, 18% managing wellness. This just makes me feel for all the parents out there, doesn't it?
I know, but I loved going back to school.
I know.
I was always so excited.
Me too. We were lucky. We definitely enjoyed school. But
yeah,
we got some votes coming in, some changes there. Don't forget that is still open. You can still vote. Go to coasttv.com or vote on our mobile app. All right, coming up on Coast TV News today, ready to read. The First Lady of Delaware encouraging children to step out of their comfort zones for the benefit of learning something new. We're going to tell you about her visit to the Selbyville Library.
Festivals, fairs, and full moon cruises. Stay tuned for the cool things to do this weekend.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
When you take a chance, chance can take you to unexpected places. Whoa. Bet Rivers and Delaware Park Casino. Feel the rush.
Right now, during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Gateway Subaru, we're offering incredible savings. Save up to $3,000 on a new 2024 Subaru Outback. Plus, take advantage of great financing rates as low as 0% for 48 months. Feel the thrill and save up to $2,400 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 2.9% for 48 months. And stop by to discover the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Selbyville Library had a sit and read with the First Lady of Delaware, Tracy Quillen Carney, about her new children's book, Books for Blue. This book encourages children of all backgrounds to step outside their comfort zones and discover their passions through reading. The Selbyville Public Library also received $7 million by the American Rescue Plan Act to fund a new library. That's going to be 9,000 square feet larger than the one they currently have. Carney hopes these efforts will bring more kids to the library.
We know that if we want to hit that critical third grade reading benchmark, we've got to start working with kids on their brain development and pre-reading skills long before kindergarten. We can't start in kindergarten and get to that third grade benchmark.
The new Selbyville Library is set to be open and ready for the public this November. All right, we're going to bring back in First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono, but first, Elisa, I want to talk coffee. He had his iced coffee forecast. No matter how hot it is, I will drink a hot coffee.
I'm hot coffee, but you might not like me. I only drink black coffee.
No, that's fine too.
Okay.
That's fine too. Chris, what about you? Or ice today?
Definitely ice. Definitely ice. Went overheat. Yeah. Well, wall-to-wall sunshine in the Bay this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine there. Temperatures getting into the mid to upper 80s now as we make our way towards the coast. Note, moderate risk today. We're going to be at a high tomorrow and Sunday. Waves 1 to 3 feet. We're going to be at 5 to 8 feet tomorrow and into Sunday. So keep that in mind. Lewis starting off in the 60s. We're going to be in the upper 80s there by the weekend. So a quick reminder, if you do get caught in a rip current, you're going to continue to just keep a close eye on the lifeguards here over the weekend. Maybe completely stay out of the water by the time you begin into Sunday. Don't fight the current. Swim parallel to the shore to escape the current. And if you need assistance, obviously call for help and keep a close eye to those lifeguards. They're going to monitor whether it is even safe for you to go into the water or not. We'll have a full report of those rip currents, and we'll take a look at that extended forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you so much, Chris. And August is moving right along, so you want to take a moment and check the calendar and make sure you don't miss one of the great events that's happening this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Coast TV's Mallory Metzner is going to show us some of the cool things to do.
It's fair and festival season on Delmarva. Here are the events you don't want to miss. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is calling all kids to the market this Saturday. There's going to be a scavenger hunt, story time. Kids can make and take home a craft and get their faces painted. And don't miss the petting zoo featuring baby bottle lambs. This is all happening in George H.P. Smith Park this Saturday starting at 9 a.m. An annual charity open car show is back in Georgetown this weekend. The Beachcombers Corvette Club is welcoming all makes and models to First State Chevrolet. The show runs from 8 to 11 a.m. with trophies for the top 30 cars. Proceeds benefit Pathways to Success and the Del Tech Scholarship Fund. This Sunday, step into action at the Big Oyster Brewery for the second annual Shuck Cancer 5K. This is an event dedicated to rallying support for those battling cancer. It's happening from 8 to 11 a.m. The race will be followed by a fun after party at the Big Oyster Brewery. Profits from the race will be donated directly to Fighting Pretty, a nonprofit organization that helps provide strength, beauty, and empowerment to women in their cancer journey. The Wicomico County Fair is making its return to Winter Place Park August 16th through the 19th. The fair serves to showcase the importance of agriculture on the shore in a family-friendly atmosphere. Some returning events this year include the Maryland High School Rodeo, livestock shows, along with pie and wing-eating contests. The Fish Mondegreen Festival is lighting up the Dover Woodlands this weekend. It kicked off on Thursday, and the Jam Band will be performing sets through Sunday night. The festival is expected to bring more than 45,000 fans to Delaware's capital city. You can expect a Ferris wheel, a daily farmers market, and even on-site tattoos. Cape Water Tours is setting sail from Lewis for full moon cruises on Monday and Tuesday. Hop aboard at the Anglers Row dock around 7 p.m. for this Blue Moon adventure. For full event schedules and links to buy tickets, go to CoastTV.com and click on this week's Cool Things to Do article.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Hot tubs. Hot tubs. Hot tubs. Millions of dollars of factory direct 2024 inventory. Today and tomorrow. Wicomico Civic Center. Hundreds of hot tubs and swim spas ready for immediate delivery. Factory direct prices. Many models to choose from. Come see the revolutionary swim spa and save thousands. Trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. 18-month interest-free financing. New 2024 inventory. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Wicomico Civic Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 855-SPA-SALE.
The days are hot and so are the deals at Tyndall's Casual Furniture. Don't miss out on our sizzling summer sales event. Visit our showrooms in Laurel and Lewis where all in-stock items are marked down store-wide. It's the perfect time to transform your outdoor space without the weight of special ordering. Shop brands like Casual Comfort, Pollywood, Telescope Casual, North Cape, Kettler, and more. Enjoy immediate pickup or opt for our white glove delivery. And shop our everyday low prices as Delmarva's exclusive authorized Pollywood dealer. It's all happening now during the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Sizzling Summer Sales event. Beneath your feet lies a hidden terror. Moisture and humidity turning your crawl space into a breeding ground for mold and rot. But fear not, DryTech is here to help. Just call our office and request a prompt appointment. Our engineers are not salespeople. They assess your crawl space, photograph it, prescribe a custom solution, and send you your personalized estimate the next business day. Guaranteed. And right now, take advantage of 0% financing for up to 24 months. DryTech, Delmarva's original crawl space experts.
Hey Mildred, you ready for our weekly twister match? Help! 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 Linda, I've slipped and I can't get up. Mercy, Mildred. Swirl me in bubbles and call me a jacuzzi. I told you should have called Peninsula Bath.
At Peninsula Bath, your safety is our #1 priority because we believe in baths without bruises and showers without surprises.
I'm no longer scared to use my shower. Thank you, Peninsula Bath.
Peninsula Bath, ready when you are.
Now on CoastTV News.
Well, a good Friday morning. Delmarva tracking more sunshine for our Friday, but an unsettled weekend lurks. Not a complete washout. We're tracking the latest on dangerous rip currents, all thanks to Ernesto. We'll have the latest on that in a few minutes.
Honoring the life of Thomas Berry III when the fallen first responder will be laid to rest.
And the offshore wind saga continues, but why the projects could become a reality off the coast of Delaware.
Basements, a frequent topic of conversation in Rehoboth Beach, why the city's now debating what homeowners can and cannot do with their basements.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us as we continue this morning. I'm Paige Marley.
And I'm Elisa Weber. It's now 6:31 on this Friday. Exciting. I think a lot of people are vacationing this week too.
Probably.
I know a lot of my friends are away and
Yeah.
families getting ready for back to school.
That's right. Might be your last chance.
Yeah, for my mom, she's a teacher, so she's like, this week's relaxing, and the next week it's like decorating the classroom, fun stuff.
I bet that's a lot of you guys out there. That's exciting. I'm sad though. It's our last day anchoring together.
I know, it's been so fun. And we have Chris joining us today too.
It's a lucky day, isn't it?
It is a good day. It's a good Chris had 4 fantastic Fridays. He's going to tell us a bit more about that fantastic Friday forecast.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you picked this week the vacation, you picked a winner of a week because we have that dry weather, lower humidity, and a look at our Ocean City cam here. We are calm, pretty cool. 69 degrees, dew point 59, so still on the comfortable side as we wake up on this Friday on Delmarva. 63 in Seaford, we're at 61 in Salisbury, 70 Rehoboth, and 67 in Lewis. Dew points, as I mentioned, are in the 50s to 60s, so comfortable start. Unfortunately, those are going to be on the rise into the weekend. What else is going to be in the rise is the rip current threat. So keep that in mind if you're heading to the beach over the next few days. Dangerous rip currents developing, all thanks to Ernesto, which is some 500-600 miles off the coast. We also have that small craft advisory in effect. We are clear and dry, but we are going to see clouds and showers and storms build in over the weekend. As far as our Friday is concerned, we are looking fantastic. Clear skies through the afternoon, and it's going to be a nice evening and a nice start to the weekend. As far as your day planner is concerned, we are up to 69 by around 8, and we're going to top out in the upper 80s this afternoon. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a few 90s as well. We'll talk more about the weekend forecast as well as your 7-day in a few minutes.
Looking forward to it, Chris. Thank you so much. Happening today, Bethany Beach Town Council will be holding a public meeting at 2 p.m. It'll have some proposed improvements on the agenda. One of these improvements includes the purchase of a new trolley, a contract as well for pedestrian safety upgrades at Coastal Highway and Garfield Parkway, and they're also considering canceling their next month's meeting. You can attend in person or watch live on the town's website or YouTube channel. Arrangements to honor the life of Thomas Berry III will be held on Thursday, August 22nd. That's the first responder who lost their life while helping a driver in a Route 9 crash this week. Tuesday, the firefighter was killed while responding to an accident there. On Route 9, you can see that video from our Coast Copter. A car had hit a utility pole. The pole ultimately snapped, fell, and killed Berry. The young man was a volunteer firefighter for Georgetown and Ellendale Fire Department and worked for Sussex County EMS.
Berry lost his life while helping someone else, and Governor Carney has ordered Delaware flags to be lowered to half staff at all state facilities to honor the Sussex County EMS employee and volunteer firefighter. Flags should be lowered until sunset Thursday, August 22nd, the day of his funeral service.
International energy company Equinor won a lease for more than 100,000 acres near the Delaware Bay. It's a $75 million win for the company, which says A wind farm off the Delaware coast could power nearly 1 million homes.
And Coast TV's Christina DiRoberta shows us how a spokesperson called it necessary as energy demands are rising, but many locals and officials remain opposed.
While the lease sale doesn't mean wind turbines will spring up right away, it opens the door for Equinor to submit project plans to the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management, or BOEM. The development would go here, about 26 nautical miles from the mouth of the Delaware Bay. And the potential for people to see the turbines from our coast is what's driving a lot of opposition.
Well, I personally think it's ugly. Even if it's 10, 20 miles, you're still going to see them. It's going to have a big effect, and it's not efficient.
Others, like James Pierce, are worried it will hurt marine life.
I'm not a scientist, but I'm sure it would.
And then there's the pressing question.
So what happens when they break down?
On the other side, supporters say we need to find ways to harness natural resources.
I think it's pretty cool. It'd be fun, be interesting, create some jobs, create some opportunities. Certainly generate more energy, so we're less dependent upon outside energy.
Meanwhile, Ocean City Mayor Rick Meehan recently said he plans to sue BOEM if the agency approves a U.S. wind proposal to install turbines about 10 nautical miles off our coast.
It's a David versus Goliath type of position.
He says the town will stand firm in their opposition to any offshore wind projects that could impact Delmarva.
We're going to follow through with whatever action we believe we need to take.
Equinor expects their Delaware Bay project to generate energy after 2035.
And another energy company, Virginia Electric and Power Company, also won a lease yesterday. It bid about $17.5 million to secure nearly 200,000 acres. It's about 35 miles from the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay.
And happening today, the city of Rehoboth Beach is hosting a public hearing that will focus on changes to basement regulations in the coastal community. The Board of Commissioners will look at amendments that would govern habitable and non-habitable spaces. Some of those regulations including ceiling heights of a minimum of 7 feet or more for what is considered a habitable space. And that meeting is at 2 p.m. at City Hall. And new this morning, U.S. gymnast Jordan Childs is speaking out for the first time after that controversial decision was made to take away her Olympic bronze medal. Childs posted a statement saying, quote, "I have no words. This decision feels unjust and comes as a significant blow, not just to me, but to everyone who has championed my journey." On Sunday, the International Olympic Committee asked Childs to return her bronze medal after an arbitration court said her coach was too late to request an inquiry to review her score during the floor exercise final.
2 doctors, an alleged drug dealer, an alleged distributor, and Perry's live-in personal assistants have all been charged in connection with the accidental overdose death of actor Matthew Perry. Perry, best known for his role on Friends, was found dead in a pool at his Southern California home in October of 2023. An autopsy ruled he died of acute effects of ketamine, that's an anesthetic. The actor had been undergoing ketamine infusion therapy as a treatment for depression and anxiety, although his last session was more than a week before he died.
And don't go anywhere, we have a lot more news to get to.
Yeah, definitely coming up in our final half hour. Questions about a crash. Ocean City Police are asking for the public's help. For more information about a deadly hit and run, we're going to tell you how you can aid their investigation.
And the Phillies are trying to earn a division win against the Nationals and get back on track after a late summer slump. We'll show you the first of the 4 games set in Philly.
And preparing for the primary, we're telling you how much longer you have to register to vote in Delaware's primary election, so stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
If you have heart failure, Farxiga can help you keep living life with the ones you love. Ask your doctor about Farxiga today. Farxiga can cause serious side effects including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath, designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
Don't let other water heating services pressure you into making unnecessary fixes. Let the experts at Paradise Plumbing guide you.
We are locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience to help you identify the solution that will best fit your needs. Get your hot water flowing fast with a quick recovery heater from Rheem, in stock and ready to install for under $2,000. Pay nothing for 30 days or take advantage of our Pay Today discount. Call Paradise Plumbing today or visit us online at paradiseplumbingde.com.
Well, a pleasant good Friday morning. Delmarva's a gorgeous look from our Gateway Subaru cam in Ocean City. The water's like glass right now, but we are expecting some dangerous rip currents to develop over the weekend, all thanks to Hurricane Ernesto, which is some 500-600 miles out to sea. 69 degrees right now in Ocean City. We are 59-degree dew point, so very comfortable start to the day. Plenty of sunshine. We're at 77 by around 10. 60 right now in Delmar. We're at 61 in Salisbury, 67 in Lewis, and 63 in Redden. Now, if you're hitting the courses this afternoon, throughout the morning and afternoon, we are going to warm up pretty nicely. 88 by around 3 with mostly sunny skies, so make sure you wear a hat or pack the sunscreen, sunglasses. We're certainly going to need it over the next few days. We are at the 6 there tomorrow. We are expecting a bit of clouds, some showers over the weekend, but we're going to be generally in that very high range over the next few days. We'll talk more about that rip current threat as well as the shower and storms over the weekend in the full 7-day in just a few minutes.
Sounds good, Chris. Thank you so much. There's an important voting deadline to mark down on your calendar coming up. Delawareans who want to vote in the primary election need to register with the Delaware Department of Elections by 11:59 p.m. on August 17th. That's tomorrow. Delaware's primary election is Tuesday, September 10th.
And happening now, special hunting permits for Delaware state parks are available for purchase. The permits, which were previously sold only at state park offices, can now be bought online at Digital Denrec, at Denrec's main campus in Dover, and at more than 40 licensing agents across the state. The permits are priced at $10 for both residents and non-residents.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. The first place Phillies trying to turn their late summer slump around last night as they began a 4-game set at home versus the Nationals.
The Phillies were hot at the plate last night as Weston Wilson hit for the cycle, and Alec Boehm and Nick Castellanos both went yard as they kicked off the series with a 13-3 win over Washington. Game 2 is tonight at 6:40 p.m. And in Baltimore, the Orioles defeated Boston 5-1. Zach Eflin improved to 4-0 on the season with 6 strong innings on the mound. Gunnar Henderson and Cedric Mullins both crushed homers in the victory. Game 2 is tonight at 7:05 p.m. And the Orioles' Double-A affiliate, the Bay Sox, suffered their first loss of the 6-game series against the Altoona Curve. Jace Bowen walked it off with a 3-run homer. Game 4 begins at 6 p.m. tonight. And in single-A ball, Delmarva defeated Carolina 8-0 last night as the Mudcats lead the series 2-1. And in women's soccer, the Blue Hens opened their season in Morgantown as they fell to the Mountaineers 2-0 in an out-of-conference matchup. They'll face off against Bucknell on August 18th as they look for their first win of the year. And in baseball news, Delaware Veterans Post number 1 has headed down to Selby, North Carolina for the 2024 American Legion World Series. The team is in familiar territory as they won the series back in 2018.
That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Shaping up to be a pretty nice afternoon if you're sitting poolside. 88 degrees under mostly sunny skies. In fact, the pool may be your best friend over the weekend with the dangerous risk of rip currents developing at the coast. We'll talk more about that, the latest on Ernesto, and the showers and storm threat over the weekend in my full forecast after the break.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app today.
Surface Solutions is rolling across Delmarva.
providing the best asphalt and concrete installation for your home or business. Our professional team is transforming the asphalt industry with an impeccable reputation for quality. We guarantee a timely response, unparalleled customer service, and a detailed free estimate in days, not weeks. Call the exterior surface specialists at Surface Solutions and ask about our special financing rates as low as 0%.
Call the professionals at Surface Solutions and discover the difference.
If you have a mosquito problem in your yard, call the professionals at Bennett Termite.
At Bennett Termite, we use vehicle-mounted power rigs versus backpacks. The Bennett Termite difference is to effectively eradicate your mosquito problem with better application and more coverage. How? Bennett Termite technicians use quality equipment and the proper amount of treatment for your entire yard. Trust the company that is there for you.
Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Right now, during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Gateway Subaru, we're offering incredible savings. Save up to $3,000 on a new 2024 Subaru Outback. Plus, take advantage of great financing rates as low as 0% for 48 months. Feel the thrill and save up to $2,400 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 2.9% for 48 months. And stop by to discover the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
877-CALL-FIR, FHFIR.com.
Hurricane season is here, which means power outages can strike anytime without warning. Don't get caught in the dark. Let the expert electricians at FH Fir install a Generac whole home standby generator, keeping your lights on, your family connected, and your home safe, no matter what. Call FH Fir today and get $1,000 off. Plus, for a limited time, we'll include a whole home surge protector absolutely free. When Mother Nature strikes, it's too late. Stay powered, stay safe with FH Fir.
877-CALL-FIR, FHFIR.com.
Time is now 6:46 on your Friday. We are going to take a live look at Rehoboth Beach. And, you know, Chris, we checked in with Rehoboth earlier, and there were already some people making their way to the beach. Not a terrible idea.
That's a great idea, Paige. And yeah, people are getting their spot early, and that's going to be the place to be this afternoon with mostly sunny skies. But we are going to keep a close eye on that rip current threat going into the weekend. Here's a live look into Lewis. Some nice colors there on the ocean, all thanks to the sunrise. 67 degrees, not a bad start. Humidity still pretty nice out there and making for comfortable conditions. We're at 59 there in Delmar, 63 in Milton. As I mentioned, dew points are in the 50s to low 60s, so we are at that comfortable range. Rip current threat, as I mentioned, keep a close eye on that over the weekend. If you're heading to the coast, pay close attention to the lifeguards, expecting some dangerous rip currents. Small craft advisory in effect. Expecting waves anywhere from 5 to 8 feet through the weekend. Well, high pressure has been dominating our weather over the course of the week. That's kind of eroding, and that's going to allow this warm front and all this moisture to kind of push into the area. And there's Ernesto churning in the Atlantic, a now Category 2 hurricane making a beeline for Bermuda. Fantastic Friday. We start the weekend off with that dangerous rip current threat. As I mentioned, we could have 5 to 8 foot waves. Weekend itself, not a complete washout, but we are rather warm today. Temperatures getting into the upper 80s, around 90 in some locations. Humidity still tolerable, as I mentioned. We'll see 86 in Crisfield, 82 in Ocean City. There's Futurecast keeping us clear and dry through the afternoon. We start the weekend off rather clear and dry as well. Saturday afternoon, can't rule out an isolated shower. I think the better chance comes Saturday night and the Sunday, and then we'll see another wave of moisture Sunday into Monday, all thanks to this front it's going to be a brief shot of humidity. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then boom, Tuesday we're clear and dry, and refreshing air mass rolls in. At the coast, Assateague 77 as we make our way up to Fenwick Island, 80 on your Saturday, 82 on Sunday. Monday looks like an unsettled day with that front rolling through. Lewis, we're in the mid to upper 80s, and then there you see those shower and storm threat. There's Ernesto, as I mentioned, a Category 2 hurricane, sustained winds 100 miles an hour, gusts to 120. Making a beeline for Bermuda, and then it will go into the Canadian Maritimes. We're about 500 to 600 miles away from the center of that storm, but you can see we're going to feel some indirect effects over the weekend. 88 for your afternoon, 68 overnight. We're at 85 for your Saturday, feeling a bit more tropical through the weekend. Your Paul Davis 7-day shows 86 on Sunday. Not a complete washout of a weekend. Monday looks like the most unsettled day of the next 7, and then we welcome in a breath of fresh air. Upper 70s, lower humidity, middle of next week.
Thank you, Chris. And the Ocean City Police Department is asking for your help to learn more about an accident that claimed the life of one woman from Ocean City who was riding an e-bike this week. Police say the crash happened at 2 p.m. Monday in the area of St. Louis Street and Coastal Highway, and it involved a truck and that e-bike. Ocean City Police says the traffic safety unit is asking anyone with information to contact their tip line or contact the police department directly. There is a specific case number to reference, and we have that information on CoastTVnews.com.
This morning, Delaware State Police will continue to investigate a crash in Blades that sent 3 people to the hospital. We have some photos to show you from the Blades Volunteer Fire Company of that accident. You can see 2 SUVs off the road with damage to multiple sides. First responders say one car needed a door pop. No word just yet on the extent of patient injuries and the exact cause of that crash.
And new statewide student assessment results highlight the ongoing need for educational recovery from those pandemic-related school closures. In grades 3 to 8, 40% of students achieved proficiency in English language and the arts. High schoolers showed mixed results with a slight uptick in SAT reading scores, and there were significant gains in Seaford, where students with disabilities outperformed statewide averages.
Time is now 6:50, and we are going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is coming right from the Mario Brothers, and on your screen right now is Princess Daisy from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. And this royal beauty has a playful personality, and she loves playing with feathers and running around. And if you want to meet Princess Daisy or any other adoptable pets, you can visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
I don't know if anyone else could hear that meowing.
I could hear it,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I think that was our director. I love that. We want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Don't forget, send us some more photos. Tell us what makes them so special.
And scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
Daisy is a cutie, and the forecast for this Friday, boy, I'll tell you what, fantastic day. Starting out in the upper 50s to low 60s, plenty of sunshine. We're in the upper 80s. We talk, though, rip current threat over the weekend. We'll have a look at that 10-day forecast when Coast TV News Today continues.
Hot tub, hot tub, hot tub. Millions of dollars of factory direct 2024 inventory. Final day. Wicomico Civic Center. Hundreds of hot tubs and swim spas ready for immediate delivery. Factory direct prices. Many models to choose from. Come see the revolutionary swim spa and save thousands. Trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. 18-month interest-free financing. New 2024 inventory. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Wicomico Civic Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 855-SPA-SALE.
Are you suffering from hair loss? Maybe you need to cut a few pounds. Ready to start dating again? Well, here at East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air, we can help you with none of that.
But what we can help you with is plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, tub and showers, water heaters, air conditioning, heat pumps, gas furnaces, and sewer and water main replacements. Stop dealing with chamois that don't work and call Delmarva's top service provider.
East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air!
Or find us online at eastcoastplumbing247.com. Forget about it.
Treat yourself to a culinary journey like no other at Benvenuto. Delaware Today named Benvenuto as a 2023 Best of Delaware Dining and Event Restaurant, where the perfect fusion of comfort, exquisite flavors, and a captivating atmosphere awaits you. Our passion for exceptional cuisine shines through every dish as we artfully combine international flavors and fresh, locally sourced ingredients. With stunning spaces and a private room for special occasions, our breathtaking Tuscan design sets the stage for an unforgettable dining experience. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Just another perfect day at our beautiful Delaware beaches. Until... On TV, accidents can be funny, but in real life, they're no joke. When accidents strike, the Law Office of Trapp Nickel is here for you. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. Don't let negligence spoil your summer. Claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
Beneath your feet lies a hidden terror. Moisture and humidity turning your crawl space into a breeding ground for mold and rot. But fear not, DryTech is here to help. Just call our office and request a prompt appointment. Our engineers are not salespeople. They assess your crawl space, photograph it, prescribe a custom solution, and send you your personalized estimate the next business day. Guaranteed. And right now, take advantage of 0% financing for up to 24 months. DryTech, Delmarva's original crawl space experts.
It's now 6:54 and time for some things you need to know before you go. Arrangements to honor the life of Thomas Berry III will be held on Thursday, August 22nd. That's the first responder who lost their life helping a driver in a Route 9 crash this week. Tuesday, the firefighter was killed while responding to that accident on Route 9. The young man was a volunteer firefighter for Georgetown and Allendale Fire Departments and worked for Sussex County EMS.
And U.S. gymnast Jordan Chiles is speaking out for the first time after that controversial decision was made to take away her bronze medal. Chiles posted a statement saying, quote, "I have no words. This decision feels unjust and comes as a significant blow, not just to me, but to everyone who has championed my journey." On Sunday, the International Olympic Committee asked Chiles to return her bronze medal after an arbitration court said her coach was too late to request an inquiry to review her score during the floor exercise final.
Today, the city of Rehoboth Beach hosting a public hearing that'll focus on changes to basement regulations in the coastal community. The Board of Commissioners will be looking at amendments that would govern habitable and non-habitable space. Some of those regulations include ceiling height minimums of 7 feet or more for what are considered habitable spaces. Now again, that meeting is today at 2 p.m. at City Hall.
And 2 doctors, an alleged drug dealer, and an alleged distributor, and Matthew Perry's live-in personal assistant have all been charged in connection with the accidental overdose at the death of Matthew Perry. Perry was found dead in a pool at his Southern California home in October 2023, and an autopsy ruled he died of acute effects of ketamine, an anesthetic. The actor had been undergoing ketamine infusion therapy as a treatment for depression and anxiety, although his last session was more than a week before he died.
All right, some lighter news now. The jersey Babe Ruth wore when he hit one of baseball's most famous home runs could sell for $30 million this month.
Wow, and that would make it by far the most expensive game-worn jersey ever.
I would imagine. Yeah, Ruth was wearing his road gray number 3 jersey when he played against the Chicago Cubs in the 1932 World Series.
He appeared to gesture towards something in center field just before hitting a 5th-inning home run into the bleachers, and it became known as the called shot, but specifically where Ruth was actually pointing has been contested for years.
Do you think a lot of the girls were like, he's pointing at me?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that would have been me.
It was Babe Ruth.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Come
yeah,
on.
He was pointing at me, actually.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Exactly.
All right, it is 6:56 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
We're going to have one more check with meteorologist Chris Mastrobuono.
Good morning, Elise and Paige. Yeah, we're looking really nice stepping out the door this morning. Live look into Salisbury. Humidity still very nice. Temperatures in the 60s, getting into the lower 80s. If you're planning on washing the car this afternoon, looking pretty good. Not looking so good over the weekend, though, with the shower and storm threat. Better chance to wash that car next week, as you'll see here momentarily in this extended forecast. There's your weather phone. Always the latest forecast you can call. Paul Davis 10-day. There you see the shower and storm threat over the next few days of the weekend. Not a complete washout, but here you go. Here's some nice car wash weather. Tuesday, Wednesday, lower 70s, plenty of sunshine, and after we get past Monday, a rather extended stretch of dry weather with lower humidity.
We've seen a lot worse. We will take it, Chris. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
The Today Show is coming up at 7 a.m.
And then we'll be back with Coast TV News midday. That's at 11, so stick around.
And for even more coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great morning.